We had a Metroplex divided last night. You had the Bobby Belts of the world rooting for them to lose so we get the draft pick. You had the RJ Choppies of the world say, no, if you're alive for the playoffs, you need to go ahead and get in. And Ralph James did a little patented research study to decide whether it's worth the tank or not.
All right, so that's the big question. So I went back and looked, and I did. I went back to 2004. All right, that's the first post-LeBron James draft. Okay, so we're in the LeBron James era of basketball.
This is the Emeka Okafor draft.
Sure. Now, I recognize the proper way to team build is through the draft more often than not. I also recognize that I'm not an NBA fan. I can't, like, the playoffs are all I have. I don't like the regular season. I'm sure as hell not sitting through a rebuild regular season. So, like, to me, I don't care if they win the title. I just need playoffs to entertain myself.
Okay.
That's how I look at the football, totally different. Baseball, totally different. NBA, I need the NBA to get me from the Super Bowl Sunday to opening day. That's what I need. All I ask is 2 months, and I got college hoops in there for half the time anyway.
Yeah.
So, whatever. This is a who's who of who's not.
So is this selfish study or team advice?
No, this is a legitimate study.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, selfishly, I want them to make the playoffs because, I don't like wasting my time.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you the last 19 10th overall picks in the NBA draft. There's some good ones on here. There's, a Hall of Famer. I don't know, but we'll decide when we get there.
Okay.
And I also have
because this is where the Mavs would be right now today. Tankathon.
Yeah, Tankathon has them at 10. Has them taking Taylor Hendricks.
No, of course.
Okay. I almost said so. Taylor Hendricks is a player for UCF. Why is that important? Because he's so good that he couldn't even get his team to be one of the 68 best in college basketball. All right. They did not make the NCAA tournament. They were bounced in the second round of the NIT. All right. You know how hard it is for an NCAA player that's a top 10 NBA pick to not make the NCAA tournament?
Very hard.
It's like impossible. Okay. So this is just one reason why. At 10, it's a lot like a second round pick in the NFL. You're drafting a project.
At 10.
Yeah. I mean, you really are at 10.
Okay.
Here are the names.
Depending on the draft.
Yeah.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went 11 not long ago.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have guys to go in the second round. They're going to be great. Johnny Davis, Washington. His value over replacement is a negative 0.4. 2021, Zaire Williams. His value over replacement is a negative 0.9. Jalen Smith, Phoenix. He averaged 2 points his rookie year. His value over replacement is a 0.1. Cam Reddish. His value over replacement is a negative 1.3 for his career. He did average 10 points his rookie year. Michael Bridges, Phoenix. Not bad. Value over replacement's 10. Average 8 points his first year. Zach Collins, Portland. 0.4.
Mikal Bridges, but yeah. I just wanted to.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
I know.
4.4 points per game in his rookie year. Thon Maker.
Yeah, I remember him.
It's a blast from the past.
Negative 0.1 value over replacement. Averaged 4 points his first year. Justice Winslow, one of the best college players in the country. Won the title. I think Duke won the title.
Urkel's neighbor.
6.4 points per game his first year. His value over replacement is a negative 0.3. Alfred Payton.
Oh, Indiana? Did he go to Indiana?
Or he was drafted by Orlando.
Was that AJ Guyton?
He may have been traded on draft day. Value replacement is a 3.7. Points per game first year, 8.9. Okay, how about this? CJ McCollum.
He's decent.
Yeah. He was in the G League. I called his games in the G League.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
His first year, he averaged 5 points a game.
Wow. G League?
Yeah. He averaged 5 points a game his first year. It took like 2 years to get going. So the point of that is like, even if you draft a guy who's going to be really, really good, who's going to turn out to be CJ McCollum, in the first year, they're not going to give you much. We have limited time with Luka Doncic. Mm-hmm. We have limited time remaining. Austin Rivers, New Orleans, negative 4.5 value over replacement.
Who's his in-law?
Doc.
His dad is Doc.
I know, but Doc's son-in-law, is that Seth?
Yeah.
What's that
yeah.
triangle?
Doc's
It's Seth
daughter's
Curry?
married to Seth Curry.
So
or
is
dating.
Austin's brother-in-law Seth Curry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmer Fredette.
Oh, Jimmer.
Jimmer's playing in China. China. Right now.
Sacramento Kings, I think, drafted him.
2010. Paul George.
Good.
You draft Paul George, doing well.
Except if you're in the playoffs.
Even his first year, he averaged 7.8 points per game. And his second year was just 12. Like that's you're still getting somebody who's a bit of a project. Brandon Jennings. Not bad.
Milwaukee?
Yes. His value over replacement was a 12.
He was good for about 12 weeks.
Brooke Lopez. You had a stretch there. We had a stretch here where there was a couple good players in a row. Jennings, George, Brooke Lopez, Spencer Hawes, Mohamed Sani.
Not Mohamed Sanu? Falcons wideout?
Not Sanu. No.
He could play quarterback too. Maybe he could play basketball.
Andrew Bynum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the enemy of Dallas after he tackled J.J. Barea.
Yep.
And Luke Jackson.
Okay.
Oregon.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 19 for their career have a negative value over replacement, which means they're worse than anybody that you could bring up from the G League to play for them. And it's just like, yeah, it is the right way to build a team. What is the value of the 10th pick? It's probably like a second rounder in the NFL.
What have I told you?
What have I told you?
That this wasn't about the 10th pick. Because the Mavericks have a 14% chance of moving into the top 4 and a 3% chance of winning the whole thing for
Yeah, Awimaway. That's who they're picking.
Awimaway.
Yeah, we'll just call him Vida from now on.
Vida. That's what they're really hanging on to, I think. 14% chance of moving into the top 4. So tomorrow I expect to study on all the number 4 picks in the last
All right, I got you right here.
40 years.
All right, here we go. You ready? Number 4 last year, Keegan Murray. Scotty Barnes.
Oh, wow, you actually have these.
Patrick Williams. DeAndre Hunter. Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson.
From Dawson's Creek.
Dragan Bender.
Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis. Aaron Gordon. Cody Zeller. Dion Waiters. Tristan Thompson. Wesley Johnson. Tyreek Evans.
There's some good players.
Russell Westbrook. Mike Conley. Yeah, there's some good players in there.
I used to love the NBA draft. God, the NBA draft sucks.